Welcome to World Vector. A geopolitical tempest unfolds as the vice chairman of China's Central Military Commission is accused of betraying core nuclear secrets to the United States, signaling an unprecedented intelligence offensive by Washington. Let us analyze the situation. The revelation came as a political earthquake jolting Zhongnanhai, with the Wall Street Journal exposing that General Zhang Yusha, vice chairman of China's Central Military Commission, faces grave allegations of supplying the United States, specifically the CIA, with classified intelligence concerning China's nuclear weapons program. This is not merely a corruption scandal. Rather, it inaugurates what might be considered the boldest overt intelligence campaign in modern Washington history. Under the stewardship of CIA Director John Ratcliffe, heralded as President Trump's secret weapon, the agency has abandoned cloaked operations to engage in a direct psychological confrontation. The CIA has released recruitment videos in Mandarin on social media platforms, X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Telegram, and even the dark web, targeting the fears of Beijing's officials with an unsettling message: "Your fate lies in your hands." These tactics demonstrate a CIA actively reviving its operational potency, affirming its role through a string of remarkable victories, ranging from the audacious capture of Maduro in Caracas to the precision night hammer strikes eradicating Iranian nuclear facilities. As the United States assembles formidable firepower for what is anticipated to be a devastating new assault exceeding all previous intensities, the global community holds its breath, questioning the depth of CIA penetration within China's ranks, the degree of internal discord at Zhongnanhai, and critically the likely targets of forthcoming strategic strikes. On May 25, 2026, the Wall Street Journal cited trusted sources attending a high-level Communist Party meeting, divulging severe accusations against Vice Chairman Zhang Yusha. Zhang allegedly transmitted through the CIA crucial technical data on China's nuclear armament program, constituting the most significant military intelligence breach in decades. In addition to espionage, Zhang is under investigation for receiving bribes to promote influential officers, notably facilitating the advancement of Li Shangfu, a former defense minister previously purged. These charges extend beyond treason. Zhang purportedly established factionalism within the Central Military Commission, undermining the unassailable command of Chairman Xi Jinping over the People's Liberation Army. Among the triad of accusations, the nuclear secrets, betrayal, corruption, and faction building, the first carries the gravest penalty, potentially capital punishment, yet skepticism abounds among analysts. Professor Chu Jichun of BN University in the United States questions the plausibility of a senior general like Zhang selling secrets merely for monetary gain, opining that lower-tier officials are more susceptible to bribery, whereas political motivations frequently underpin actions at Zhang's echelon. Dennis Weir, a former senior CIA analyst, interprets these revelations less as straightforward espionage or corruption, but more as a manifestation of internal power struggles. Whether the nuclear leak accusation is a genuine indictment or a deliberately leaked internal communiqué designed to manipulate public perception remains uncertain. Nonetheless, it highlights crucial anxiety within Zhongnanhai about infiltration of intelligence sources accessing the upper echelons of China's governance. On May 26, Breadybee News reported a substantial success by the CIA in recruiting sources both within and beyond the Chinese governmental apparatus. Since 2025, the agency has produced 3 Mandarin language videos aimed at enlisting Chinese officials to assist U.S. intelligence operations. On January 1, 2024, these recruitment videos were uploaded to multiple social media and clandestine digital platforms, marking an audacious departure from the traditionally covert methods of espionage. This public call for defection constitutes an unprecedented move, directly challenging Beijing's internal coherence by sowing discord and paranoia. The CIA's recruitment efforts intensely target 2 demographics within China's political landscape: senior officials and mid-level younger cadres. The first video dramatizes the pervasive fear generated by relentless internal purges. It portrays an official witnessing the mysterious disappearance or detention of peers, fostering in him the resolve to reach out to the CIA for self-preservation. A strategy captured in the haunting mantra, "Your fate lies in your hands." The video's narration in Mandarin states, "I am not a coward, yet I sense whispered warnings among the crowd. As I climbed the ranks within the party, I saw higher-ups removed like worn-out shoes. Now I realize my own future is equally precarious. Sudden vanishments without trace are common. My greatest concern is for my family's fate intertwined with my own. I must devise a contingency plan. Their fate must not be decided by them. Whispers around you grow louder, shadows draw nearer. Still, perhaps there is another path." The footage concludes with the official contacting the CIA through a tablet device, symbolizing a lifeline amid isolation. The second video appeals to economic dissatisfaction and thwarted prospects for advancement. It castigates the disparity where the labor of these officials enriches an elite minority while their personal lives stagnate. The narrator laments, "People build dreams, yet I have built dreams for others. In this dream I cannot determine the ending. My destiny is decided by others." Everyone knows this. Leaders say they want prosperity for the people, but reality contradicts this. People toil for steady employment and stability. Even this simple goal is slipping away. "I seek only a peaceful life." Is that too much? This sky ought to be shared by all. Now, only a few enjoy it. This video ends with the admonition, "God helps those who help themselves. Your fate lies in your hands." Following the release of these provocations, CIA Director John Radcliffe asserted that the United States has never confronted a strategic adversary more formidable than the Chinese government. He emphasized the imperative for American institutions to address this threat urgently, innovatively, and with courage, these videos being a mere facet of a broader operational schema. Radcliffe expressed confidence that these videos could penetrate the Great Firewall of China, reaching relevant internal audiences, a claim supported by CIA officials who intimated that their commitment to this approach would wane should results prove negligible. In May 2026, the CIA unveiled a third Mandarin language video aimed squarely at fomenting distrust within Beijing's inner leadership circles. This overt recruitment doubles as psychological warfare, amplifying internal suspicion, miscalculations, factional strife, and division among China's senior officials. Western intelligence analysts concur that the CIA's true objective transcends recruitment. It seeks to instill internal discord to weaken Zhongnanhe from within. Should Xi Jinping discern these provocations, it is anticipated that further purges targeting potential traitors or dissenters will ensue, consequently destabilizing the military command apparatus. These videos strategically manipulate genuine fears permeating China's bureaucracy, the fragility of power and endless corruptive crackdowns. The existential appeal to secure one's family's survival resonates profoundly with officials under siege. The investigations into Zhang Yusha and Liu Junlu underscore Xi's deeply rooted mistrust toward military leadership. Following successive purges of the Central Military Commission's senior cadre, the originally 7-member commission is effectively reduced to Chairman Xi and newly promoted Vice Chairman Zhang Shendi. In the most recent January 2026 video release, the CIA explicitly declares its intent to uncover China's truth by seeking those who know it and dare reveal it. Since President Trump's second term commenced, CIA recruitment from within China has accelerated, reflecting a clear policy priority: restraining China, openly articulated by Trump and Radcliffe alike. Radcliffe maintains a performance chart prominently displayed at CIA headquarters in Langley, depicting CIA personnel fluctuations, declining prior to Trump's return, then rising steadily under Trump's administration and Radcliffe's leadership. He shared this data in a high-level meeting, reinforcing that beyond foreign intelligence collection, the agency's effectiveness is tightly coupled to recruitment scale. Radcliffe queried his deputies, "Are we recruiting? Are we stealing our adversaries' secrets to furnish President Trump with the best intelligence enabling decisive governance benefiting the American people? We will brook no compromise." The secret weapon of President Trump. 12 days following the U.S. military's successful abduction of former Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, Trump dispatched Radcliffe to meet Venezuela's interim president Dani Rodriguez. Sources suggest Radcliffe has become Trump's covert asset, fulfilling presidential mandates with precision before vanishing into the shadows. The CIA adopts a similar modus operandi. Hence, President Trump merits recognition for revitalizing the CIA into a pivotal instrument executing America First policies. CIA Public Relations Director L. Leons conveyed to Brady B News that under Radcliffe's presidency, the agency is refocusing on core priorities aligned with Trump's national security agenda. The CIA exhibits unprecedented proactivity, embracing risk to secure decisive advantages for the United States. Within a single year, the CIA has contributed significantly to historic victories, especially in the Middle East and Western Hemisphere, safeguarding U.S. interests and enhancing national security. The past year witnessed CIA support in major global operations, the relentless campaign culminating in Maduro's capture, the Night Hammer operation, U.S. strikes last summer on Iran's primary nuclear facilities at Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, and the detention of Mohammad Sarifullah, an Islamic State Khorasan ISK operative responsible for a deadly airport bombing during U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan that killed 13 American soldiers. The Night Hammer campaign employed B-2 stealth bombers, GBU-57 bunker busters, and Tomahawk missiles launched from submarines to degrade Iran's nuclear program amid escalating Iran-Israel tensions. CIA's indispensable role encompassed satellite imagery, electronic surveillance, and human intelligence, enabling precise targeting of subterranean sites whose complex topographies necessitated detailed intelligence. The CIA's official statements confirmed severe damage to Iran's nuclear infrastructure, requiring years for reconstruction. Although not directly conducting military strikes, the agency's intelligence was decisive in operational accuracy and post-strike evaluation. Turning to the Resolute Determination operation, this covert raid led to the capture of Nicolas Maduro and his spouse within Caracas, subsequently extradited to the U.S. on charges of narcotics trafficking linked to terrorism. The operation mobilized Delta Force operators, deploying over 150 aerial assets including F-22, F-35 fighters, B-1 bombers, and Stalker helicopters, and drones. The initial attack neutralized Venezuelan air defenses, unfolding over May 2 and 3, 2026 after months of preparation. President Trump oversaw the mission directly from Mar-a-Lago, working closely with CIA Director Radcliffe. CIA teams had covertly embedded operatives in Venezuela since August 2015, meticulously tracking Maduro's daily routines, sleep patterns, movements, security measures, even pet names, while infiltrating inner circles to ascertain optimal moments for the raid, employing CIA-derived intelligence. The Joint Special Operations Command, JSOC, meticulously rehearsed the assault on a model replica of Maduro's residence. The CIA coordinated continuously with the NSA and National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, NA, to map air defenses and communication networks, providing real-time intelligence updates that catalyzed operational precision. Remarkably, the mission incurred 0 U.S. fatalities, with only minor injuries reported, testimony to the unparalleled quality of intelligence groundwork. Upon assuming office, Radcliffe championed transparency within the CIA, releasing thousands of documents relating to the assassinations of former President John F. Kennedy and civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. He appointed veteran analysts to re-examine technical assessments used in intelligence community appraisals conducted post-2016 election, which initially misjudged President Trump's ties to Russia. Subsequently, Radcliffe declassified and widely disseminated the relevant reports, exposing fabrications and coordinated efforts aimed at undermining Trump's administration. Early in 2025, Radcliffe publicly advanced the credible theory that the COVID-19 virus likely originated from a leak at the Wuhan Institute of Virology rather than natural zoonotic sources. Echoing this, President Trump stated at the World Economic Forum in Davos that he consistently maintained the virus's origin traced back to Wuhan, where bodies were reportedly bagged and anomalies detected via satellite. This combination of Trump and Radcliffe, operating as a strategic duo, has revitalized U.S. intelligence capabilities, wielding a clandestine yet immensely potent influence. The palpable anxiety in Beijing, evidenced by their vigorous response to the CIA's recruitment videos, underscores their efficacy. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lim Jian condemned the CIA's campaign as blatant political provocation, accusing Washington of violating international norms and maliciously undermining China's national security. China's Ministry of State Security escalated propaganda on WeChat, mocking the videos as absurd theatrics, marred by clumsy rhetoric and illogical argumentation. Simultaneously, Beijing heightened counterintelligence measures, intensifying anti-spy legislation awareness among officials, urging citizen vigilance and reporting of suspicious behavior, and tightening controls on foreign technology usage and cross-border communication within government ranks. Such an energetic crackdown reveals that the CIA's current campaigns represent one of the most formidable covert weapons at President Trump's disposal in targeting China. Ultimately, commendation is due for those who stand outside the crosshairs of Trump and the CIA's covert maneuvers. Presently, the United States is also deploying substantial military forces to the Middle East, preparing for an offensive that President Trump describes as vastly more devastating than the night hammer strikes against Iran. It is anticipated that the CIA will again play a pivotal role if conflict materializes. We will continue to monitor these developments closely. At this juncture, we conclude today's program. We invite you to share your perspectives in the comments below. The pieces on the global chessboard continue to move. I am World Vector, bidding you farewell until we meet again.